Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. This is episode 65. Got my man Michael Whisman with me, Punker Mike, Rick Dom. I'm pretty sure Pancheezey will be joining us briefly. Jake is out. He's working tonight. Shout out to him. And we're going to get right into things. We got a couple things to talk about. Mike, you want to kick it off? Some stuff that you got over the past couple weeks. It's been a long time since you've been on. So, I mean, you can talk about shit forever, but let's keep it narrowed down to the last 2 weeks or so. Some stuff that you got.
Me, Mike? Punker Mike?
Yes, Punker Mike.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sorry. I forgot it's Mike Whisman and Punker Mike. Yeah.
Recently, I haven't picked up too much stuff. I got that new Spider-Punk figure from Al Chang.
Nice.
He caught one with the when it was still on sale, sent me one. So shout out to Al Chang. That figure's tight. That figure's hella tight.
When I first got that figure and I reviewed it, I mentioned you. I figured you would love that figure.
Fuck yeah. I want to try to get a couple more. The guitar has so much potential. Like once you put paint on it, maybe throw some stickers on it.
Yep.
That should be tight. So I definitely want to grab a couple more. I was surprised how much I like it considering it's just Spider-Man with high tops and a vest and a guitar. But this figure's hella sick.
Yeah, he's real nice. It's one of those figures like I always talk about Scarlet Spider, which is pretty much the same Spider-Man that we've been getting too, but for whatever reason, just the deco of that figure is really cool. It's really nice. It's different, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. Other than that, I got another Dr. Doom to go with my Mercenary Goon Squad for Guts.
Nice.
So still building that up. Oh yeah, I had a $5 Toys R Us coupon, or like the rewards that was expiring, so I got Vigo the Carpathian. I think I said that right, from Diamond Select, the Ghostbusters line.
Yeah, Vigo. I don't know the last name, but yeah, Vigo. I know you're talking about. Dude from the painting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucked up haircut, all slick back.
He needs to give it up. Just shake that off.
Give it up or wear a hat, man. Come on now. And then no, I got him also for another person on my Mercenary Goon Squad for Guts. Oh, that leather cape for Guts that Whisman was showing off. I scooped up one of those, which is pretty tight.
Yeah. Is it articulated at all?
Yeah, it's really articulated. I don't think it's as good as like the one Whisman first got. Like his first run, I think, was maybe a little bit better from what I could see, but it's definitely tight. I paid $22 for it, which is a little steep.
Yeah, that's kind of steep.
Yeah, when Whisman, you got it for like 14, right? When it first came out.
Yeah, the first one was 14, and I noticed there's more differences than what I first said. There's so the new ones he sews the hood together now, and there wasn't as many tatters, but also in the new one, you know how there's like the two seams in the middle of the cape. And the newer ones, those are also articulated. Like he sewed wire into those, where in the first one there was only wire on the outside, not in the middle.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't really like add that much to it, but you can just use it for like little flares and stuff.
Oh, I thought the first one had the wires in the middle too, and the outsides.
No, they both are sewn exactly the same. It's just the newer one, he just put wire in that seam too.
Yeah, I wasn't really happy paying $22, but I had made one out of some material. It came out all right, but I was like, fuck it.
That's that Boog effect.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that. Remember, like, man, you're gonna put that video, and then it's gonna go up to 35, and then it's just gonna disappear, and then I'm gonna kick myself in the ass for not getting it.
That's why I messaged you right before I clicked live. I was like, "This is your last chance. You better snag that on eBay."
Had me all fucked up, dude. I was like, man, fuck it. But other than that, that Star Wars Black Series, the Luke and Landspeeder, they were on sale on Amazon for $20.
Oh hell yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
So scoop that. The Landspeeder's hella underwhelming. That's just small.
Yeah, it's small, but in my opinion, it works much better for the figure arts figures.
Okay, because the size of the box compared to what you actually get in the box, I was thinking this thing is gonna be pretty beast, and I'm like, okay.
No,
I was gonna use it to like make some type of like random vehicle for like a 3A kind of like post-apocalyptic kind of vehicle.
I can see that.
I was gonna like mod some like maybe like tank tracks on some random shit on it.
Yeah, I could see that, but I think it's small, but I think it's only just a little undersized or a little under scale from the movie though. The one in the movie was pretty tight as well as far as them fitting in there.
And then that Luke, he actually has a better skin tone than the regular release too. Like if you're swapping arms with female legends or anything, he has a better like colored skin tone than the other one. The other one's kind of yellowish.
Yeah, fuck both of those Lukes. I sold both of them shits.
I just ripped them apart. Other than that, I think that's all I got. I don't really buy too much stuff recently. I've been working on just props and customs and getting my photo combat stuff ready.
No doubt, no doubt. P, what's up?
What's good?
You all right, man?
I'm great. I'm fantastic.
Cops after you?
No, not yet.
All right, good. Mike Whisman, what you got? Anything interesting this past week?
Yeah, I got. I don't know if you guys saw Chris Serda was selling more of his stuff, and I was able to grab those bridge pieces from the Marvel Select Chitauri.
Yo, Chris Serda's got an unlimited supply of more stuff that he's selling. Huh?
Right. Every time he jumps ship, he comes back with just as much.
Shit.
But I got a bunch of those, so that was really dope. Because I've only had one for the longest because I never got them on sale like everyone else. So that was tight to get those. What was the other thing I got? Oh, Songbird. I got that in from Amazon.
Yeah, she's. Did you open her yet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she's pretty nice.
I'm not like the rest of these guys. I don't know how they could be like, yeah, I bought that last week. I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, she's nice, man. I kind of wish the back piece had a little articulation to it, but then it would have kind of broke it up and made it look weird when you try to take pictures of it, though.
Yeah, I wish they would have given her the alternate head like that they showed on the original prototype.
Yeah, with the spiky hair, right?
Yeah, because the one she has now is kind of like her modern look and her like 90s look.
Yep.
But the spiky hair was the Luke Cage Thunderbolts look.
Yeah, that's the correct one for that. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why they didn't include that in there. It would have made more sense, especially since they already pretty much had the prototype for it, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm glad someone, might have been Todd, was thinking they were just going to re-release that. And I was like, no way. That's the old, like, crappy female body. So
yeah.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah, the way this body moves for her is pretty cool. If it had more articulation, though, it'd be really good. But it actually has a decent range of motion for this buck.
For sure. So I already ordered a head cast from Dave that I'm going to try to paint for her short-haired look.
Nice. Castle?
I just need to find alternate hands.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I saw somebody mention Speed Demon hands. Doesn't he come with fish or something like that?
Oh, those might be too big though.
Well, these look kind of big. Shit, I'm looking at her right here in front of me.
Yeah, but if you have the option to swap her hands out, you don't got to stick to the big hands.
No doubt. No doubt.
But besides that, I've been preparing for photo combat by sitting on the couch eating cheesy poofs.
Oh shit, he's throwing shots. He's saying it's easy out here.
AKA round one's in the bag.
Oh shit. That's right.
Go ahead, put me up with Punker in round one. Might as well take him out quickly.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see the random matchups in round one, man. It's always tough when two like really, really good people go at each other in the first round. So we'll see what happens. I'm super excited because I see a lot of people that have never entered any contests getting involved. A lot of
that's cool,
kind of known names and stuff like that. I honestly haven't really looked at the entire list just yet, but just from like people hitting me up and asking questions and stuff like that, I'm pretty surprised by some of the people that are locked in. So it should be really interesting, man.
Yeah, I was just talking shit. Please don't pair me up with nobody good in round one.
Well, what else you got?
I don't know. I probably got more stuff, but I can't think. I actually just woke up like 5 minutes before this podcast.
No doubt. Yeah, you keep weird hours with your sleeping patterns and shit. I notice.
Just come over to my house, see me hanging from the ceiling.
P, you got anything interesting this past week?
Yeah. I stepped into the 1/6 scale arena.
Oh shit, that's right. I saw that picture.
Yeah. So I got the One Punch. I got Saitama from One Punch, and then I got Genos from One Punch.
Who makes those?
3-0 makes these.
Okay.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
Let's
Super
see.
jealous at that price, for the love of God.
What's the regular retail price?
So 184 for the Genos. I got them for 100.
Nice.
Unfortunately, like I was opening them up at work. I got it delivered to my job, and then a bunch of people, none of my coworkers collect figures. So I was opening up and I was like, oh wow, this is pretty dope. This is pretty cool. And then like I got like a whiff, and like it's very clear it came from like a smoker's household. So I was like, oh man, I was like, this smells funny as fuck. I don't like the way it smells. And
Damn.
like that's been like the joke this week, because like nobody else really smelled it. And like that's just like the joke at work. But like luckily it dissipated within like, I want to say like a day or two. Like I did the whole Ziploc with like a dryer sheet in there. It's totally fine. I wrote the guy a pretty strong, not strongly worded. I wasn't mad or anything in it, but I wrote the guy. And I was like,
You
yo,
put
man,
your hair in a bun and you said you wanted to talk to the manager.
Yeah, exactly.
Number one, how dare you?
You know what? a fucking strongly worded email is the whitest shit ever, by the way.
But I talked to him about the smell, and like he tried to play coy about it, and he was like, yeah, well, I guess I'll give you some of your money back. And I was like, yeah, tight, please, because this smells like fucking shit. And like that was like literally right when I got home after getting it, and then like it smelled fine after 3 days. So I felt kind of bad, but I mean, not as good as my wallet felt after that. So
was this a purchase through eBay?
Yeah, it was an eBay purchase.
Oh yeah, he had to give you the shit back then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was like, at first, like, I don't know, I feel bad about airing this out, but like at first he was being like mad annoying about it, like, oh, I mean, like, I don't know, man, like, I just don't understand. You got the figure, and I was like, yeah, man, but you gotta say that it smells like smoke. You have to disclose that, no matter what.
You know, that's one of the major like selling points when you write in your description for fucking eBay. You say from a smoke-free home. Come on, bro, you know that.
It's a huge eBay loophole that if they don't tell you that shit comes from a smoke-free home, and it does, like, even eBay will ask you if you want to ask for partial money back.
Come on, man. He should know better than that.
Yeah, I think he was just I don't know. I don't know what this guy does, whatever. But I can understand somebody trying to hold on to as much money as possible. So whatever. No. So I got those as soon as I got the Genos. Like I ordered the Genos and the Saitama the same day. The Genos came in first, and then like as soon as I started posting this Genos, I just was curious what I was doing with the rest of my life without this stupid figure in it. And then the Saitama came in, and I'm super stoked about that. And right now I'm at like a crossroads with this Saitama, because like I just got the regular version, but like there are two other exclusive versions, one that come with like one that come with like his regular civilian clothes, and then there's a Think Geek exclusive that comes with like his pajamas. So like I'm like thinking like, dude, should I like return this and like try and get one of these other exclusives, or I don't know. This is I don't know. But aside from that, I got the last figure in the Mega Man Sentinel line I needed, the Star Force Mega Man. It's like the newest Mega Man franchise out of that whole line. That was pretty sick. Diego hooked me up with a Chun-Li, SH Figure Arts Chun-Li.
What Diego?
Diego
the barber?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just know him as Diego. Hold on, let me give you
DMC.
Oh, DMC or Diego from Jersey?
Diego from Jersey.
Okay.
Friend. Diego Carlo, yeah. Carlo.
Yeah,
Diego Carlo, shout out. I got that. Super stoked about that. Then I think I said last week that I got the Tony Stark. Yeah, I got that last week. Aside from that, I didn't really get much. I think that's really all I got. I made a throne for my Vegeta. I've been working on that like all weekend. And I just finished it up.
If you produce those in like a decent amount, you're gonna make a killing.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked if I'm gonna sell these, and I'm not really sure. I'll go ahead and I'll throw it up real quick. But a lot of people have. Oh shit, that's my face. Damn, disgusting.
You're giving the people what they want.
Exactly. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking on Instagram and Twitter and these Facebook groups if I'm going to make these. Like, I kind of want to, and I kind of don't. You know, it's that feeling of like, you know, it's the first thing I've made. It's that first prop that I've really like put a lot of time into, aside from like, you know, like a papercraft box or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
So like I'm at a crossroads if I want to produce these and make a lot of money or just keep them.
I'm telling you, Poncho, you sell 10 to start off and say that you need 3 to 4 weeks and you're golden.
Shit, maybe.
Use that money
This
to
thing's
get
like
exclusive.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Incredible business going on right here.
Shit. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm super excited about the throne. I don't know. I just really like this throne. I think it's super sick.
Yeah, it looks good.
So yeah, that's it. That's it for me. That's
what about you, Rick? Anything special? I saw you rocking some new kicks on Instagram. Rick?
You can mute it.
He's made it. All right. Well, what did I get this past week? I got I just picked up the Vision and Scarlet Witch 2-pack. They had them at Toys R Us and Times Square. I saw David Ferreira post up a picture. I don't know if he posted it in Plastic and Paint or on Instagram, or maybe both. I don't know. But I saw him post it first, and I saw a bunch of people posting. And I went down there yesterday. I actually went to Chinatown and got some duck. That was random as fuck, but that's what I did. And then me and my daughter went to Toys R Us, and they had a bunch of them. They had maybe 30 or 40 when I got there. So I sat there. I sat in there for at least a half hour, just kind of like looking through the boxes and picking 2 that had the best paint or whatever. And yeah, that was that. And I think earlier in the week, was that last week or was that this week that I got the Thanos? I think that was last week I talked about Thanos, the Walmart Thanos. I think that was all I got this week. Yeah, I think that was it for me. But pretty cool pack. The Vision is, in my opinion, a little undersized, but because of that, he works really well with the SH Figure Arts Avengers figures or
it's crazy.
Team Iron Man.
There was a shitload in that Times Square True. And
yeah, it was a lot, man.
And then all of a sudden they just disappeared.
Well, that's because the word travels like wildfire in the collecting community and shit. I saw a bunch of people come and go while I was there for the half hour and shit. I actually bumped into some cat that recognized me too. I can't remember his name. I said that when I reviewed the figures, but we chopped it up for a brief moment. But it was a lot of people that came and grabbed one and bounced in that time that I was there. So they were flying off the shelf. It was funny. Even when I got up to the register, the cashier was like, "Oh, this is a hot item today." I'm like, "Yeah."
You felt like 2000 Ted Boog nice.
Pretty much.
2 packs.
So and I asked her, and it was a discount too. It was like buy one get one 40% off or something like that too. So yeah. Rick, I had asked you what you got this past week before I had started talking, but you was taking a shit. So now that you're back,
yeah, I ordered my brother a case through Amazon, and it's not the exact color he wanted. So he's like, "Oh, can I go return this?" So I went to go do that for a second. I got that speeder Luke for $20 off Amazon. Thanks to Todd for letting me know. Bought that shit up with a quickness.
Yeah, Punker Mike said he got that too.
Oh, dude, $20. That's a no fucking brainer. If you don't want it for $20, then you're just being
pretty much. First of all, you should buy it for $20 just to hold on to it, even if you don't even fucking want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. At $20, it's even cheaper than a Legend at a Target. The Target Legends are $20.99.
Pretty much.
Get it together, people. Come on. I got the Riders, Ghost Rider. Do all of them have red pupils in their eyes, Boog?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I just
You know what's funny? I mentioned that when I reviewed him too. I said that that they kind of cheaped you out with this newer version, because you know the old Toy Biz shit, when you moved the jaw, the eyes kind of popped out, but
Yeah,
they like change colors and turn red or whatever the case may be. But to avoid that, this time they just put a nice little red dot.
Like his
For the
girl
eyes,
got
that
real
was it.
brazen, took off the shirt, and he was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good figure too. Definitely worth the $40.
Yeah.
I passed on Black Widow because I don't know. I want to grab that one on sale. I'm not paying full price for that one.
Yeah, you know what? The Black Widow bike is cool for a modern bike. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to work on a shot with the bike without Black Widow right now, with Deadpool on it. But yeah, to just have the bike for a street scene or for somebody else to use it is still dope. The Black Widow's not all that though.
Yeah, in fact, I could already tell that Black Widow was gonna be the weak link. And then I'd been stalking my fucking Target for forever because we had literally not a single legend. I pulled some dumb shit. I'm gonna tell this to everybody here. I pulled the biggest dumb move ever. I was at the counter and there was 2 Misty Knights, and I was like, "Hey, can you scan these and tell me when you're gonna get another wave of this Spider-Man in?" And she's like, "Okay, cool." And she scans them, and she's like, like within a week or so. And I was like, "Okay, cool." And as I'm walking away, she's like, "Oh, here's your toys." And I was like, "Bitch, those aren't mine." And she was like, "Wait a minute, these aren't yours?" And I was like, "No, why would they be mine?" And she was like, "Oh," she's like, "because it says we have 0 figures in stock. So I thought these were yours. How could they be ours if we don't have any?" And in the moment, I was like, "Oh, I don't know," and I just walked away like a total idiot. And after I walked away, I was like, "Damn, that figure sucks. But I could have had 2 free Misty Knights." So I felt like a total idiot, and I went back like literally a day or so later, and I talked to this like Mexican cat that was like super eager. "Hi, how can I help you at Target today?"
Oh, here we go again with racist Rick.
Oh yeah, them in their Mexican bunk beds with their ponchos
Oh,
and
shit.
their sombreros.
This is going to be a reoccurring theme. There it is, racist
Exactly.
Rick. I love it.
It even rhymes. It's perfect. And I pull a fast one on them. You know, it's my favorite thing to do when I know somebody's Hispanic. I speak Spanish.
It's my favorite.
I speak Spanish to
Pull
them.
a fast
boom.
one on a Mexican. God
Oh
damn.
yeah. They always look at me and they think I'm white, so I speak Spanish and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna help this one." So I start speaking in Spanish, like, "Man, I've been coming here looking for this toy for my kid. They don't say that they're in stock. I'm saying this all in Spanish." And he's like, "Oh shit, are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, can you tell me when these are coming in?" And he gives me the exact fucking day, not some vague answer. He tells me, "Boom, they're coming in at this time, at this point in the day, so come in then."
Latino power. There it is.
I was like, "All right, Juan, we got it." And that was his name, by the way.
I'm sure.
And I get there, the fucking moment he tells me they were there, I see him putting them out on the peg, and I'm like, "Juan, pass them over, Juan."
Muy
And
bueno,
I got
Juan.
them literally the day before the sale ran out. And I left one Gwenpool because her face had like white splotches on it from the mask. So I was like, man, it's not even worth buying at even $12. I don't know if that shit is gonna look all right even when I scrape it off, if it's gonna look weird on the plastic. So I just left her. And as you know, as a gift for somebody else that's searching, hey, at least I left you Gwenpool.
There you have it.
So I took everything else, man. That Mysterio is unreal.
Racist Rick is also Good Samaritan Rick.
Yeah, Good Samaritan Rick, man. I think of the people. I love that Mysterio. That lizard, man. That lizard is a fucking mistake. That lizard is nothing but a mistake. I put it in like a cool crouched pose. I was like, "Cool, man. You know, I can't stand him up. Fuck it. You know, he'll just be crouching all the time." Man, I take him out of that crouched pose. He's looser than a fucking goose. He is like a dead man's body right now. That lizard is a noodle.
I like it, man. I don't know. I do actually wish that he could stand up completely upright and stand up straight, but I won't lie and say that it doesn't have issues with being a little loosey goosey. But
yeah,
I like him, man. I like him a lot.
Even if those problems were there, even if it still was loose, if it had like a proper head, I think maybe I'd just be like, "Ah, fuck it." But man, that head is terrible. Every time I look at his head, I literally hear. Fuck, man. The rest of the wave is pretty cool. Punk, Spider Punk is fucking awesome. Noah is awesome. That Lasher is trash.
I need another Lasher though because I want to get an extra head.
Oh, okay. That makes sense at least. I got the Taskmaster and I put him with the AI stuff, and he looks fucking awesome with the bow and the arrow.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody else do that. Yeah, he does look really cool with that.
John Paul gave him all of the Toy Biz stuff. Also noticed which wands. Another wand. Wow.
Which wands?
Which wands? Yeah, he put all of the Toy Biz stuff, and he said it worked perfectly.
Nice. So, I gotta break out the Toy Biz one then.
Yeah, I don't even know where mine is at, but that one works well too. I bought a Beetle and Tombstone for $9.99 because I had a bunch of rain checks, and I just ended up buying those for $9.99 to clear another local Target out of everything they had.
Yeah, you know what? Toys R Us was like stacked. It wasn't only just the Vision and Scarlet Witch 2-pack. They had an abundance of pretty much everything, man. They had the Man-Thing wave. They had the MCU Thanos wave. They had that whatever wave that was with the Beetle. What was that? The Vulture Build-A-Wings wave.
Yeah, the Build-A-Wings.
and they had everything, man. They had a Moon Knight that I was tempted to just grab just because, but I left it. I was Good Samaritan.
You know what's crazy is that I think that's the number one wave that went from super popular, everybody wants it, to nobody fucking wants it anymore. That Man-Thing wave just peg warmed wherever.
Well, you know, I think people really slept on that Build-A-Figure. People weren't really fucking with it. They weren't realizing that they could complete a team damn near, and that it was a nice modern figure, and that it was a nice figure overall, period. Like, I think a lot of people slept on that shit just because it wasn't like a A-list character, you know?
It's one of my favorite Build-A-Figures Hasbro's done.
Yeah, me too.
Now tell them the truth, Boog. It's because no one reads comic books anymore.
Well, yeah, that's part of it too. I mean, yo, if you guys would read shit, you would get way more inspiration for setups and shit too, man.
Yeah, I can tell you how many people, including reviewers, you know, who will be unnamed right now, but they don't read shit. They just remember watching a cartoon and they're like, aha.
Tell them why you mad, son.
Like, you don't even have to read it. Just look at the pictures, man.
Yeah, come on, man. At least look up a run.
True.
Look up a run.
True.
Come on, gotta do something.
They forget to edit out the little citation notes when they copy and paste from Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, there we go. The most famous quote that character said during that run is definitely under the picture.
Listen, if you just a little update real quick though, I just want if you're listening to this and you are still on the fence about Photo Combat, there is less than 40 slots to get involved. So, you know, basically what's going to happen in the first round is that it'll be sort of like a qualifier, and we'll get it down to the 128 contestants that we need from whatever that pool is to really get the bracket situated. So, you know, there's still time for you to get involved. Less than 40 slots where we have to cut it off, and it would be too many in that qualifier round to get it down to 128. But yeah, take a minute. The link is right at the top of the description below in this video, and sign up. And even if you can't participate and you just want to throw some funds towards the overall prize pool, and you want to put somebody on and give it to somebody who is out of the States or a younger artist, then all you got to do is send the $13.75 USD to info.articulatedcomicbookart@gmail.com, and in the notes field, just put friendship. That's it. $13.75 USD as friends and family to info.articulatedcomicbookart@gmail.com, and put friendship in the notes, and we will allot those funds to somebody in need. And then you will be automatically entered into a drawing for donating, basically. So, I mean, you don't have to participate, but it's a good way for you to possibly win something. And one of the main reasons that we did this was to get more international people to participate, because some people were complaining that PayPal just didn't work from their region, basically. And also, You know what? I'm gonna be easy. I ain't gonna. You know, I'm not even. I was about to
And you
throw some
know
shots,
another thing.
but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it progressive and positive. But that's what it is. So more international people could join, and so some younger cats could join, and they don't have to worry about spending any bread. So that's what it is. But let's segue into this Toys R Us thing. So we had got word, like, I guess maybe less than a month ago now, that, well, it wasn't even just word. They actually closed down a bunch of stores across the nation. They had put out a list of stores that were going to close, and those stores have started to close, and we started to see, everything must go sales and all of that stuff. And then yesterday, some news came out that they may be liquidating everything from every store. And I don't know how true that is or how accurate that is. I don't know. Do we have a fact checker? Rick, you the fact checker, bro. Do we know any real
now
information?
it's a bunch of people just saying that that's on the table. It looks like I even watched, like, money YouTube, people that like do stocks and whatnot that have like brought up the conversation just so I could see what's real. And it seems like their announcement is going to be tomorrow for what they're actually going to do. But, everybody's saying that it's that they're talking about possibly liquidating everything. I'd hope that they would at least keep their online. They are the most popular toy website in the world. So I don't know why you would shut that down. I mean, if you close all the stores, that really sucks. But how can you go from being the most popular toy site in the world to just being like, well, fuck it, let's pack it all up? Like, your debt must be really wild.
Yeah,
if that's the case.
fucking
Like,
crazy.
Yeah, I saw that apparently.
Oh shit!
Bought, like,
no, they try to sabotage me. No, motherfucker.
Brad Stalls, no.
They try to sabotage me and let some music play so I can't get paid for my motherfucking video. Look at that.
Oh yeah, they started playing some sort of Migos song for you right there.
For this video right here, I was trying to pull up an article, but yeah, CNN money. Toys R Us could go out of business next week. That's bad news for Lego and Barbie. Lego and Barbie? What the fuck? Marvel Legends, bitch.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. Or Fabio's NECA.
Fabio alone.
Fabio alone.
Bankrupt retailer Toys R Us may shut all its U.S. stores as soon as next week, according to several reports. Well, the has fell 3.5% Friday morning, while Mattel plunged 7%. That ain't good for Mattel because they've been in a bad space anyway.
Ooh, yeah,
Smaller toy company Jakks Pacific fell nearly 5% too. Canada's Spin Master, which owns the popular line of Hatchimal toys, was down about 3% as well on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So yeah, not looking great. And what does that mean for the landscape of collecting and buying your shit? Are we going to be buying everything through Amazon and online retailers at this point, or is Walmart and Target and Walgreens and these places just going to really, really stock up on other toys and shit? Are they going to take more contracts, I guess, from other toy sellers? That'd be pretty interesting to see that.
This is really just going to fuck up so many things. I mean, for the smaller toy companies, it's going to be the worst. Like, I mean, they're over here talking about Lego and Barbie. Like, dude, they're the most popular toys in their fucking category.
Well, yeah, but they got to have a home.
Yeah, like, come on. They're all right. They're gonna do all right. But like, as much as I don't like them, NECA is really gonna get hit. And all these NECA collectors are like, no, they're not. They're just gonna move it all to Amazon. Like, dude, it's not. It's really not that simple for a company just to be like, well, 50% of our stock is just coming back. It's not that simple. It's gonna take like quite a few months for all these companies to be able to readjust, I'm sure.
And you know what? NECA shows up a lot, obviously, in specialty shops and comic book shops and stuff like that. But like, if you're not in like a major city or some shit and your comic book stores, like, you got to go into town or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same, you know?
No,
so
yeah.
It's,
yeah. Diamond too.
Yeah.
Diamonds in comic shops. Most of their stuff is still in Toys R Us.
Yeah, I see like all of my comic shops like around here that are still open. They're what you'd call destination comic shops, where they're like really fucking nice. And they're like super into like Magic tournaments. Those are the only ones still surviving. And I never see like mini mates there. I honestly only ever see mini mates at Walgreens and Toys R Us. So like, you know, I don't know how hard hit the Minimates line is going to end up being, because it's not like select figures where comic shops, like, they look impressive on a comic shop shelf. Minimates just kind of look like Legos to people.
I don't know if it's that bad now where they would like literally liquidate everything and close down. They got to keep some major money makers in some markets like New York and LA and Chicago and different. Come on now. I can't see Toys R Us shutting down completely, you know?
It's like I said, how do you have the biggest website for toys in the world and you're just like, well, closing it down? Like, nobody wants to buy that from you? At least that, you know, like I don't know.
Well, they have been in debt since 2013.
Yeah, it's all thanks to that company that bought them. It's actually not even them. You know, that's what sucks the most, is like people are over here like shitting on Toys R Us like it's like they're the ones that put themselves in debt, but they were actually bought out by a company that was in debt in a leveraged buyout, and they took on the debt because they were bought out by that company. So it's actually not their fault, as although their sales aren't great, it's not really the reason why. It's because this company that bought them out was in debt already. And even like you can look up articles when the buyout happened, people were wondering like, man, is this going to bite them in the ass in the future? And sure enough, it did. That company's like in $6 billion in debt that bought them, I believe. So it's like,
I got a wild idea. So like, if you guys have been to Best Buy recently, they're getting rid of like their movies and CDs and everything, and they're just putting like cell phone stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
And so as you know, media gets more like digital and streaming, we're going to have like less like CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays in store. Well, a toy is like physical. Like you can't just use your toy online per se, you know?
Right.
So like if Walmart and Target start phasing out like digital media in favor of online stuff and then using that space for toys, they could, you know, take over the market that Toys R Us has been in,
you know,
basically.
It's crazy that you say that, because all of my Best Buys have a huge toy section now. They have better stock of Black Series and Marvel Legends than most of my Targets do. Definitely better than my Walmarts do. It's crazy.
Well, like I said, I could see Walmart and Target and some of these other places just really expanding on their toy section and taking in more toys. I could see that happening, but I don't know, man. I guess we'll just have to wait this out and see what's what. It's already not looking good, being that they closed a bunch of stores already. So,
yeah, well, whatever the outcome may be, none of it is going to be like overnight, I don't think.
Well,
did we wake up tomorrow morning? We're closed.
We wake
all
up,
of them.
we're totally wrong.
Well, I'll tell you,
doors closed.
I'll tell you what. If it is happening though, it'll be the most fire sale ever on all the stores and shit. You'll be able to go in there and get a bunch of shit for the low. That's for sure.
You know who's gonna really flourish, and it's probably gonna. I don't know how New York has stuff like this, but here in California, we have a shitload of Toys R Us outlets. Those things are going to be open for at least like a year or two after everything closes. When KB Toys went out of business, David Walton and I had a KB Toys next to us until like early 2014.
Damn.
Because they were just liquidating everything. It was shit by that point, but like during like the first year that everything was closed, we had like all the DC UC waves. Like we had shit being flooded into the KB Toys outlets, and it would be cool if that happens to Toys R Us. Like if you have a Toys R Us outlet, it's open for like a couple of years after, even once everything is closed, just to liquidate everything they have.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Yeah, in like 2013 or like 2014, I bought like a shitload of Nightwings from my local KB Toys when it was still open for like $4.99.
Did we see any? Did we see any more reveals out of Japan this past week? I know we talked about all the SH Figure Arts Avengers Infinity War stuff.
There's one.
What's that?
Oh my god, the most exciting thing that ever happened. Reno from Game Center CX is getting a figure, and I'm freaking the fuck.
Who? Well, you was breaking up. Say it again. Who?
There's a show in Japan called Game Center CX, and the host from that, Reno, is getting a figure from SH Figure Arts.
Really? Can we see a picture?
Yeah, I'll try and pull one up. But yeah, it's the greatest thing ever.
a lot of video game shit getting love in figure form, huh? All of this. Yeah. What's that other thing that everybody loves right now?
Overwatch.
Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah.
See a lot of
I'm
shit
honestly
in here.
surprised Overwatch doesn't have more stuff out. It's just so popular.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're probably it's a slow burn because they just know how popular the license is, and
it has to be it. They don't want to blow the load.
How many Overwatch games out so far?
There's only one game, but it's a
Really?
continuous game.
Oh, okay, so it's a lot of
it gets
downloadable
updated.
content or some shit? Okay.
It gets updated like literally every quarter with somebody new, a new character, new costumes, new maps, and stuff like that. So it's essentially an endless pit of figure properties and ideas and stuff like that.
Pretty much, and that's how they
You know,
get you to keep digging in your pocket, huh?
It's funny while Poncho looks up this picture, I'm actually in like a chat with Poncho and like a couple other guys about Overwatch, and I've never had the courage to tell them that I don't fucking play that game. Ask Poncho. I get updated all the time about info and figures, and I'm just sitting here like, cool. I don't play the game. I don't know anything about it. I was just at it, and I'm just like, well, I'm here.
Yeah, this guy's a phony.
It's phony.
Yeah, a great big phony.
Oh, shit. I'm fucking up all sorts of stuff today. God damn. Let's see. Yeah,
Rick's just hoping for that Billy Harrington Angel variant.
Oh shit! Billy Harrington passed away, huh?
That's true. God.
Oh
damn.
yeah, man, he died. Fuck.
What the fuck happened to him? How old was dude?
He was in a car crash.
I think
Really?
he's like 48.
In a fucking car accident? Shit.
Yeah, what a way to go. Unfortunate.
Damn, that must have been pretty gruesome then, huh?
I don't know. I don't know the details.
You know what? Now that you remind me, Rick, what happened to that original advertisement for the live podcast you did?
My man Billy Harrington.
That wasn't Rick. That was what? Oh, that
Flower
shit.
one or what?
Oh no, the one that was like super out there.
Believe it or not, man, that guy he was like the strangest, coolest person I've probably ever met. Me and Ko were trying to set him up with Good Smile and Max Factory, and we were like, hey man, you should come to the booth and like, you know, just come and hang out at the con for Anime Expo. It's the biggest convention for anime in the US. And he was like, yeah, you guys can get me in. And we're like, yeah, we'll get you in. We'll get you a pass. And dude, this guy got into the convention by literally just walking up to the door and saying, hey, I'm a VIP. And they fucking let him. They believed him. They didn't question him. They were just like, fuck, man, look at this man. Of course he's a VIP.
Right.
And they fucking let him in. The tickets are like $200. And they were just like, oh, well, we got to believe this guy's the VIP. And he came and he tweeted out that he was there and like 100 people flooded the booth, like within 5 minutes. And we got shut down by security and they told us all to fuck off. Well, and he was like taking pictures with people and like acting like he was choking you out. He was hilarious, man. He was hilarious.
All right, Rick, for this next one, I'm going to have you bend over. All right, snap it.
Dude, he choked the shit out of some little guy that was not expecting it. He just thought he was going to take a picture with him. The guy got out of the chokehold, looked all horrified, and then Billy literally pushed him and went, hey, you know you wanted it. And then the guy gives him the biggest smile, and he's like, I thought so. And just walks away.
That's weird.
This kid looked like his dad just like spanked him, like all scared, and then he literally just shoves him and goes, "You know you wanted it," and the guy just starts like giggling uncontrollably, like yes. It was the craziest thing. I never laughed that hard in my life because I saw it in person. It was the wildest thing I'd ever seen.
Well, rest in peace to Billy Harrington. So
yeah, he was in a terrible car accident during the rain.
So this fella, what's the deal with this guy, P?
Oh, so he's hosted the show called Game Center CX in Japan for like decades. So like the show is basically just him playing like old NES games and SNES games and stuff like that. and him just trying to beat like super hard games. It's just like this is so long before like the Let's Play scene blew up and stuff on YouTube and whatnot. And it was just like a show of him just trying to beat these like super hard games. And then sometimes he would do segments where he goes to like local like mom and pop arcade shops and stuff like that, like super old ones too. Like he would go to ones that would have like old analog like coin operated like just like games and not even like computer games and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Like he's a pretty popular dude in Japan, and
he's so popular he's popped up in animes.
Yeah, he's
like maybe he doesn't have like an actual role, but he'll like be in like a game shop in the background, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm trying to like compare him to someone here in the U.S. It's hard to do that. I don't know. It's I don't know, but it's really cool that he's getting a figure just for. I know like a lot of the guys that are into like humorous stuff, like Raspberry Chainsaw and guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dude is like the expressions alone are going to be like a gold mine.
I was just thinking the same shit. I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be one of those really like jokey characters that you'll see show up in a lot of random shots.
He's one of those personalities where you just watch him to see him react and like get all frustrated or like really focused into things. He's one of those type of people.
Yeah, so like the like some of the biggest gags of the show is like he's just like a dude. He's not like a self-proclaimed like video game guru or anything like that. This guy is just like an average dude who'll like play a game. He's not even good at games, honestly. So like halfway through the episode, like he'll just keep on dying at one point, then he'll put like the head patch on him and stuff like that to like soothe a headache. Then he'll do like an energy drink and stuff. It's just really funny. And like over the years, he's just like gotten really good at games, and it's so funny. Like I think one of his earlier episodes, it was like Ghouls and Goblins and stuff, and it's like
God,
notoriously hard game. But it's so funny because like earlier episodes where he tried to beat that game, like he couldn't. But then he revisited it, like I think like 4 or 5 years ago to get like the true ending where you have to beat the whole game twice, and like the contrast between how bad he was at the beginning versus how good he is now is just really cool. So I just really like this guy. Like
what's this outfit that he's wearing? What's that? What's the deal with that?
It's just like a jumper, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a uni suit basically.
Yeah,
he's just wearing like a almost like a race car garage.
It looks like he's some like blue collar worker or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, that's his character. He's just like an average like working man. Yeah, okay. He's like a 9-to-5 guy.
Gotcha.
And then he just plays video games, and like he's so well respected in the video game community now, especially obviously among like Japanese developers, that I think he has a big presence at like every year when they do Jump Festival too for all the anime and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a character. Like you'll have a random anime that just has the characters in an arcade, and you'll see him in the background getting frustrated playing a game. He won't even have a speaking scene. It'll just be like a thing. Like he's just there, like fuck.
Yeah,
super popular.
I think this is the only figure reveal I honestly gave a shit about this week. So
yeah, I don't believe that there was any other major reveals or anything like that because we just had so much not that long ago. I don't think we got anything besides like some Nendroids, and who the fuck buys those?
Majin Buu went up for pre-order like on Monday.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. He went up on Japanese sites and was like out pretty fast too.
Yeah, a lot of people slept on him, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I missed him actually. I ended up having to
more accessories.
Yeah, a lot of people are bummed because he doesn't come with enough accessories, well, quote, enough accessories, and he's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like an $80 figure.
Definitely, yeah. But it's a lot of plastic though. It's a fucking big figure for figure.
Yeah. I think we discussed it here. Like it's a huge gamble on SH Figure Arts because they can't reuse that mold ever. What the fuck are they gonna do with that mold? Yeah. So like, I mean, from a business standpoint, I get it.
You're already investing so much into it, and you're not going to have a huge return. That happening is it makes sense. It sucks. I wish I had more accessories, but it makes total sense.
Yeah, I think the biggest like letdown was Tien came with a Chaozu. I mean, at least Boo should have come with like the dog or something, or like a Deborah cookie or something like that.
You know, I still haven't even opened Tien.
Somebody was even, I don't remember who it was. It was on one of the SHF pages complaining that, like, you know, you could have had him with like a hand that had a bunch of gumballs in it.
Yeah, I could see that.
There could have been a lot of cheap ways to give him something. It's true. You know,
sure.
it's hard to argue. There could have been a lot of ways.
Yeah. Any little thing would have counted, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's gonna be in the deluxe set when Boo's on the toilet in his little house.
Oh my god.
What do you think they're gonna do for SDCC this year as far as exclusives from all the lines? We know DBZ, whatever it's gonna be, it'll be a fucking repaint probably. So what do you think that'll be?
I don't know. It's tough to say. Man, I really don't know.
Yeah, they've been putting out so much lately.
Oh, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it was Nappa with his anime colors.
Yeah, you know what? That would make sense.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what? That would make sense.
They'd get their return on that mold for sure.
Just reprint it. That makes perfect sense. Actually, I didn't even bother picking up the Vegeta with the anime colors. So
really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why. I should have picked
broccoli
it up.
Beef.
Just to hold on to it.
Broccoli beef Vegeta.
Beef and broccoli.
Beef broccoli. There we go.
But yeah, I don't know what they would do for Legends either. They've been throwing us for a loop the past couple of years, I guess, or past few years.
It's like they do it on purpose. Like they're the ones that release the rumors, and then it's like, aha, motherfucker, it's not
right.
It's not the rumors at all.
Yeah, it seems like that actually, because they were really yucking it up about Strong Guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Like, man, they were right about everything else.
Right.
They're trying to make Todd look like Wile E. Coyote out here.
So, NECA, I guess it'll be peanut butter and jelly alien or some shit.
It's gonna be weird Al in pedestrian clothes with his Hawaiian shirt. And
only pants. At the con, we only take cash. No returns, no exchanges.
Don't even
exactly
talk to
what
us.
They do. They're trying not to get on those tax forms in any way.
Kind of underreport your earnings, huh?
Yeah, it's no coincidence. They're like the only collector's booth that doesn't take card.
Well, that's not true. Well, no, maybe that is true.
I was gonna say Hasbro, Mattel, Funko, all the other booths take cash. Take a card. Bandai, everybody does.
NECA's got their ear to the streets, B.
Even the girls making jewelry out of Hobby Lobby kits are taking your card on their iPhone.
Yeah, it's nothing to get the PayPal Here app. Yeah, no question about that. Anybody could get that shit. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but yeah,
they're on the hustle.
It's risky too. I mean, you fucking walking out of there every day with that much fucking cash. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is really nuts, and especially because they always have some crazy ass turtle set that's at least over $150.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
you sell all your stock in a day, you have a shitload of cash on you walking out the building.
Pretty much.
Randy's like, you know how many times I've watched Terminator? I dare you to try it.
I dare you. They used to call me Little Kyle growing up.
You see that kid that rode on his motorcycle riding bitch with the mullet? That was me.
Yeah, basically.
I was mullet, man.
That was fucking what's his name from Salute Your Shorts? Buttnick.
Yeah, Buttnick.
Jesus Christ, Salute Your Shorts.
Oh,
dude, I was at a con and Donkey Lips was there, bro.
Really? He was fucking signing autographs?
Yeah, he was big as fuck too, and he was signing autographs. It's funny
because the
because
line for Donkey Lips.
There's nobody there. It was like the first year they did like Stanley's LA Comic Con, and he had all kinds of shit like merch he was selling. But a couple years before that, I looked on eBay and they were selling a whole Salute Your Shorts like DVD compilation like of all the episodes. And like so I was like, oh tight. And then I kind of read into it, and it was that dude Donkey Lips doing it in his garage. So he got all the VHS tapes. You got a VHS to DVD converter. So he had all like all the episodes his mom taped or whatever, and he put them on that. So I get it, thinking, oh, okay, this will probably be good quality, whatever. And it was literally like printed out on shitty paper, all pixelated. Like he gave me a headshot and he signed it, and it was cut all crooked, hella pixelated.
Wow.
It was fucking hilarious, dude. I was laughing so hard.
Fucking
I wanted to bring Matt and have him sign it.
Wow. That's
Like,
nuts.
That's crazy. From the direct guy. I even had his like return address. It was like an apartment and shit.
Is Salute Your Shorts not still coming on something? Is it not in syndication? Is it still not coming on something? Nick,
No,
I don't know. I don't have cable, so I don't know.
Team Nick has only the 90s cartoons right now. So they have Rugrats, Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, Angry Beavers. Like they don't do really live action much.
Yeah, you know who's been getting that? You know who's been getting paper in that arena for a long time on the low? Fucking Cree Summers. You know Cree Summers from A Different World. The chick with the crazy hair, the eccentric one. Yeah, she did a lot. She does a lot of voiceovers for animated shit.
What the fuck, of all people?
Yeah, man. But that's great money, man. Voiceover work and shit like that, and shows like that go into syndication and shit. You're gonna be getting checks. Like you could actually, literally, just sit back and just live off of your fucking residual checks and shit.
No, I mean those shows are getting so popular off of syndication that they just did a Hey Arnold movie.
That's how
that movie was great.
That's how
that movie was fantastic.
That's how Bill Cosby fucked up. Because they took off Cosby Show. He fucked up the checks for everybody.
Yeah, he fucked up everyone's money.
Pretty much.
And Lisa Bonet finally came out like, oh, he was always a creep.
Really? She said that?
Yeah, just the other day she said, quote unquote, I always got a really bad vibe from him, or a scary vibe is what she says.
Really?
Yeah, this is the first time ever speaking on the situation.
But you say some shit in 2018. Okay.
Yeah, 2018.
After he played his daughter for however many seasons or whatever. Not that I don't believe her or anything, but I mean, like,
I mean, the only person backing him right now is Raven Simone. So
really?
That woman is crazy.
Yeah, she's a little nuts, huh?
That's like Amanda Bynes backing you.
What's that guy's name? He was on that show with Raven.
Oh my
Eddie.
God, Orlando Brown. That guy.
Orlando Brown?
Crazy.
Black Velvet on Black Velvet.
I found out he lived like less than like 40 minutes from me. And the reason I found out, he was on the news. He just got arrested recently.
Of course.
For what?
What was crazy was that he got arrested.
All kinds of stuff.
He got arrested. And literally 24 hours after he got arrested, there was a fan in a Burger King, and he was there in line getting a burger. And the fan interviewed him about what just went down. It's hilarious. You just type in Orlando Brown Burger King and it comes up. They can't hold me down. They can't hold me down. It's horrifying and hilarious.
Yeah, man. Fucking drugs, man. Anything else happened this past week that we want to touch on in the world of toys and collecting? And
about the famous tragedy stuff, more info is coming out about Stan Lee now. So, like, I don't know if you guys heard a while back, like sexual accusation things were coming out about Stan Lee, like he would do that to his nurses. I'm not sure if all that has been cleared up yet or not, but a lot of it turned out not to be real, and it was a scam. Like, his bodyguard was actually kind of like punking him for years, like, oh, I'm your bodyguard, bitch, like, you're not firing me.
damn.
And he hired some girl, like some other girl worked with them, and then he also hired like a nurse or something for Stan. And it turns out they were all like in on this thing, like stealing money from him, trying to get in between him and the daughter, because when he dies, the daughter like gets everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's got one daughter only.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And well, because I think they had like two. I know they had two kids, but one of them died like as a baby. So I think the daughter's like the only one. Stan knows about, but
his wife passed away like recently, right? Like less than maybe like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's obviously the same lady who he has the daughter with. He was with her for forever, right?
Yeah.
That was his main squeeze.
Yeah. And So, anyways, finally the daughter was at his house or something, and they called 911, and they removed like all the people except for Stan and the daughter. And finally, then he's able to like fire them, and it came out what happened. Well, also now they're going through his accounts because some lady had purchased a house using his information for like $800,000.
Sheesh.
And yeah, so like they're like, actually, I have an article pulled up right now, like the latest thing, and I haven't read it all yet, but it sounds like there's a whole bunch of people like going through all his assets, like draining him because they think he's gonna die.
Damn. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that little video he posted up. That shit was sad as fuck, and it wasn't even like it was sad, but I know they didn't really intend it to come out the way that it did, but it was sort of like he was like giving his last goodbyes,
right?
I mean? Like it was really like eerie, like it was sad.
It was the first time that he'd spoken, and there really was not a lot of energy.
Right.
When he was speaking.
Right.
I love you all so much. And I was like, oh my God, Stan, don't do this.
The shit that amazes me about Stan Lee, though, like what he's 93, right?
95.
95. All right. So like, the shit that's crazy though is that like he's still on point though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not like seems to have all his scruples and all his memory intact, and like, I'm sure he has his days being 95 years old, but
it's a front, man. That's been coming out too. It's he can't barely see, like even with his glasses, and he can't really write. Like he can do the signature because he does it all the time,
right?
But he actually has assistants who read and write for him, like in like meetings and stuff. And he walks like in front of people, but behind the scenes, like at a con, they'll like wheelchair him around.
Well, when I saw him at HasCon, he was walking around a bit. He was seemed like he was in decent shape. Like, it was just for a few minutes though. I knew they wasn't trying to like parade him around the whole fucking showroom or whatever, but like he was walking on his own, like, and it wasn't like heavy security around him at that time. But damn, I mean, he's fucking 95 years old. What you gonna do? Fucking 95.
Yeah, I've been at a few shows where he just canceled, like he was signing stuff and then got up and just left and had like a heat stroke, so they just canceled the event.
Shit.
Yeah, but he's hanging in there though, to his credit. Like even though a lot of it's just a facade, I mean, he's still strong for his age.
What's Stan Lee's net worth?
I forgot. I read it the other day. I don't know, a couple million. But it's not like money. It's like all like assets and stuff.
He should be a millionaire several times over. I don't know. Look it up. Google that shit. But yeah, that's too bad. Hey, did we talk about the rumored Stan Lee Build-A-Figure? I guess it's not really a rumor. I guess we absolutely getting a Stan Lee Build-A-Figure, huh?
Maybe 50 mil is what it is.
50 mil?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's modest though, right? Stan Lee?
Yeah, but again, it's that kind of money where it's like someone who doesn't look into it, they'll kidnap Stan and be like, I want 50 million. And they're like, well, we don't technically have 50 million. He just has
yeah, he might could get 2.5 million at one time or some shit. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. So it ain't like that, but yeah, the brand, his brand has make a fucking shit ton of money just signing autographs in the past 10 years alone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So how's that work? What's his fucking taxes look like?
Wild.
Crazy.
I hope for that Build-A-Figure, because I think they only showed like the legs so far. I hope we get like a face scanned one, kind of like the Black Panther figures.
Yeah.
Not like Chris Evans.
Not like that one. Specifically like the Black Panther one.
You know what? This Scarlet Witch out of the Vision 2-pack looks pretty damn good. If Stan Lee looks as good as that, then it'll be straight for sure.
Whoever did Jessica Jones.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones the likeness is crazy. I think it's as good as the Black Panther wave. It's a really good likeness.
Yeah, but a lot of Jessica Jones have kind of too much of the glossy, like clear coat over it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it makes her lips look a little weird.
Yeah, the Black Panther ones have like a dull coat, so it's like matte.
Nice.
Hey, we didn't even talk about Jessica Jones. Didn't newest season of Jessica Jones drop on Netflix?
Yeah, nobody
I haven't
watched
watched
that.
it, but
Nobody watched that.
Nah,
I
yeah.
have people telling me. I have
Damn.
people saying that it was great, like Internet and Tyler and JC, and then I have people like David Walton telling me that it put them to sleep. So I don't know what to make. I haven't
Yeah, I
watched
don't know what to make of it either. I'm gonna check it out. I think me and Pep will check it out tonight. At least check an episode out.
I didn't watch the first one,
it.
unfortunately.
I'm just waiting.
Really?
I'm sitting here waiting
Yeah.
for Cloak and
Come
Dagger
on,
to
bro.
start.
I'm sorry.
I'm definitely interested in Cloak and Dagger. Shit, the Cloak and Dagger that Legends is gonna be putting out looks pretty good.
Yeah, and you know what's
Oh shit, what happened? Hello,
Yo,
what happened? We lost Rick.
he's getting too heated. He grabbed his phone and logged off.
Well, I don't
I'm
know.
back. I'm back.
We had a little hiccup right there. It seemed like everybody had went out for a second.
Really, everybody got kicked out.
Not got kicked out, but it was like a brief moment of silence. I guess that was for Billy Harrington.
R.I.P. R.I.P. The Ultimate Muscle. Those figures should be coming out the same time the show airs. I think it's in June.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would definitely make sense. And then you know what that means too. We're gonna get a new comic miniseries or some shit too
Oh man, sign me up.
that nobody
I'm
will
glad
read
that's where
because nobody reads comics.
Yeah.
yeah.
Forget about it. So yeah, nobody watched Jessica Jones. Nobody's fucking with that.
Not yet. I will.
I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna definitely check it out too though. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
I'm actually in the minority. I liked the first season a lot. So
I did too. I did too.
I don't see why I'd hate this one. I think it should be all right.
I definitely wanted to see them. I think I said this at the time, but I definitely wanted to see them like really like make Purple Man like even more like sinister. But yeah, who's the? Do we know who the antagonist is in this season?
Well, when I looked at the trailer, I mean, I don't want to spoil nothing, but it seems like we know from the trailer possibly.
So who do you think it is? You ain't spoiling shit.
In the end of the trailer, we hear his voice of the Purple Man.
Really?
Yeah, he's sitting in a trailer, and we just hear "Hello, Jessica." So maybe he's back and actually purple.
That would be nice.
That would be dope, and actually make him a little more fucked up even than before.
You know what? I'll watch it if someone can confirm that Patsy Walker puts on the Hellcat costume.
Oh yeah, who
that'd be
confirmed that
interesting.
in the comments? Who in the comments?
That actress actually liked my picture on Instagram where I had Hellcat like helping Jessica Jones in the alley when she's like throwing up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
The Hellcat actress, like
yeah, that's funny.
Like, hell yeah,
that's cool.
I don't know who it was on a completely unrelated note, but whoever said the turn Cobra's cape upside down and it becomes a chair was a fucking genius.
Cobra? What do you mean?
The Marvel Legend.
Oh shit! The one that just came out. I didn't even open them yet.
Bro,
the package is still sitting here.
It is dead. It is not a fucking joke, man. You take off that guy's cape and you turn it the other way and make him sit on it. It's a chair.
Really?
It is hilarious.
Shit.
Oh my god, man!
All like an infomercial.
I gotta check that out.
Here we go. I'm
gonna go open that shit right this moment. Actually,
it's hilarious. Somebody posted a picture like, "Hey, this would make a dope chair." Like, man, what the fuck? This is like a chair.
So we got three people from the three characters from the Serpent Society so far. Huh? We got Cottonmouth, still Electrical Eel, and this dude.
Would you? I don't think Constrictor's actually a member, is he?
Sometimes, not like regularly, but sometimes. And Viper too. She's flip flops between Hydra and Serpent Society.
Damn, this team is kind of low key getting thick.
I like this picture that Lucas DG just posted up. The environment looks pretty cool. Looks like got some nice lighting on here. What figure is that? Is that the Mayfex one? I'm gonna share it. Any pictures y'all saw this week that y'all liked? Anybody
Damn.
put notes?
Of course, when you watching when you're looking during the week, you're like, oh man, this is fire. And then when you put on the spot, you're like, well.
I liked Josh Chaney's Armika pictures.
Yeah,
those
were cool.
Those were great. I remembered those. Those were good.
Yeah, shout out to Josh and Ernie and Sergeant Bananas and the They're Not Dolls podcast. Shout out to them. What you was gonna say, Mike?
He was sending me pictures of like all the poses with just a plain background. I was like, that's pretty dope, man. He's like, yeah, do you know where I could get a wrestling ring? And I didn't know, so I told him to hit up Ampsburg. But as he was coming home from work, he found like a wrestling ring for like $20. So I was like, oh, sweet. So he was able to like do Mika and Zangief in the ring.
Nice. I'm looking at it right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, these little rings are pretty good. I remember when I got my Hajime no Ippo figures, like I went all out on like the wrestling ring, like the $80 ring that one like really huge third party wrestling site sells. I could have just gotten a little one.
What's going on with SH Figure Arts and their wrestling figures? Are they doing any more stuff? I know people were really disappointed when
they've been pretty quiet. I mean, they just made so many mistakes with that line. Like I said it when they first revealed it that their choices just made no sense. Like almost none of their wrestlers go together.
I think they turned a lot of people off when Kane and Undertaker were really undersized. So
they were not only undersized, but they were the era that nobody likes them in.
Right.
The most iconic look. Fuck it. Let's make them really geriatric versions.
That's funny.
Come on, man. Get out of here. Nobody wants this.
There's also like a lot of kickback from the actual wrestling community. They're like, these look terrible. I prefer the Mattel looks way better.
Wow.
Yeah. If you were gonna come out with a new line, like you needed to come out swinging. Not only did the articulation have to be great, but they needed to be the versions of the characters that everybody loved. Like you couldn't just make whatever the designer wanted to make. Like it had to be the most popular version.
I do have the Rock and Stone Cold just because. But
those are the other ones.
What was you gonna say?
And they got kicked again.
Oh, Rick. What's going on with him? I don't know what's going on. We have some technical difficulties here.
Yeah, we're back.
But Mike, you was about to say something, Funka Mike? No, taking a shit.
Funker McGill.
Oh fuck, I was muted. Yeah, I didn't mess with those figure arts wrestling. I do collect wrestling figures, and I do like Stone Cold and Rock, but I don't know. I just didn't like the way they looked.
Yeah, everybody thought those were gonna. They thought they was gonna get Mattel out of here once they started dropping highly articulated wrestling figures from an import company, but looks like Mattel still reigns supreme.
Give me an Ultimate Warrior, I'll buy that shit regardless what it looks like.
Yeah, no doubt. I could see that for sure. I could see that selling crazy. I would buy that too.
Pretty easy. I mean, you can't really mess up his face because his face is painted.
Yeah.
So you can't really get the detail, and then they probably do pretty good with the hair.
Yeah, I would buy Ultimate Warrior in a heartbeat.
When are you gonna get more Punker Mike wrestling toy commercials?
I do have one lined up. I just haven't filmed it.
SH Figure Arts Ultimate Warrior
off the ropes. Finish with a big splash.
Big splash, not included.
Yeah, those are fun.
All right, if we got some questions on there, we can start taking some questions.
Who can look at the questions?
I got it up. Nobody's
down there.
Oh yeah. Tell them to ask questions or they're out of here.
55.
Yeah, they just made so many mistakes with that wrestling line. You needed to come out making no mistakes if you wanted to succeed against Mattel. And they made an insane amount of the mistakes.
Yeah, I think they'd want to go more, not just one era. Like, hit 80s, 90s or 90s 2000s, and then like current. You know, give us like super classic. The Rock and Stone Cold was good.
Honestly, if they really wanted to really get a lot of people on board, they should have just did the WCW like NWO era and just came out the gate with that shit, and everybody would have bought that shit.
Yeah, the coolest thing to have done would have been to like make, like somebody said earlier on here, like you should have done like Ultimate Warrior and like Hogan, and then you should have done some people from WCW, and then either The Rock or Stone Cold. Like the first 3 releases should have been Ultimate Warrior, like Kevin Nash, and then a Stone Cold, and then like with the next 3 you make the figures that correspond with those. Like you needed to come out with actual versions of these people that, well, collectors want.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the Undertaker that was beaten by Roman Reigns. Nobody wants that.
I'd rather have the dude reacting to his loss as a figure.
Yeah, I'd rather have him. I'd rather have that wide-eyed
that's
dude.
funny. Could you imagine that? Hilarious.
Dude, that would kill Instagram.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Hilarious. Oh,
imagine that dude getting that figure though, like getting contacted by a toy company. Just for being so animated. That'd be
Listen
funny.
here, brother. We really want to make a figure.
It really is something of just beauty when you become an internet meme and shit, and it's just nuts. It's crazy.
It's like there's sad Keanu Reeves figures. I want one of them.
Same here. I really want
those 3D printed ones where he's like sitting.
Yeah, I'm just such a cheap ass.
Did we talk about the suit for the Mezco John Wick? The fuck's up with that suit?
I don't know. I know we talked about it.
I just don't like the texture that they use for that suit. It's like a cheap suit. I don't know. Why didn't they do something more like silky smooth, like a better looking suit? Shit looks dingy.
I don't have any Mezco figures, but I feel like they need to hire someone from 3A. Because like 3A clothes, like the detail, there's like the pants and everything will have so much detail. It literally looks like a pair of cargo pants. It would look like they got shrunk.
Yeah.
The Mezco like material, you could see the seams. You could see kind of like everything where it looks, you know, it looks more like little dollhouse than it does actual like little clothes.
Yeah, I'm with you there. 3A clothes do look really good. I'm
even like the leather jacket. I was looking. I'm like, how the fuck? Like the person that made this had to have like the tiniest little hands ever, because there's so many stitching, so much shit. Like how the fuck?
Mezco's just gonna have to put up, like those safety first signs. They'll put after sewing, do not rub dirt on the clothing.
Straight up.
It gets hard to buy Mezco stuff when things like that happen because they're not cheap.
Yeah, for sure.
I see so many. Go ahead.
And it looks like it's made with a dollar store shirt.
I see so many like eBay sellers and just different people doing clothes and shit now. Just a lot of different like tailored shit out there, man.
Which, by the way, I totally fucked up. I don't. The guy that Michael bought his cape from, he doesn't fucking sell capes anymore.
Ooh. Yeah, it's the same guy. He just made another eBay account for some reason.
He's scamming. What he doing?
And his shit comes quick though. That shit came like 4 days or like 4 or 5 days.
Well, for you maybe.
Yeah. But then he also did send in some like busted envelope where you have to like use the string to untie it. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's like a bag you would use to get corn from the market. Oh man, we got a question. Do you think Hasbro would make better Elite figures than Mattel? I mean, I think so. I think so, but I think the Mattel ones are cool. I love the Mattel line, but I mean, I don't see why Hasbro wouldn't, because I mean, they just have much more articulation.
I think they should do like how they have basic and elite. They should do like super elite and give them like double jointed or like butterfly, ankle pivot, like kind of give it that extra and like come with more accessories. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you have the basic. Why don't you give us like the reverse? The
it's like, dude, if you get all the wrestlers together, they all have like the same parts almost.
Yeah, I don't.
They're gonna if they absorb the wrestling from Mattel, they're gonna have Dave Bonner looking like Kel from Keenan and Kel. Oh, here we go, running off stage.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I think if anybody tells you that Hasbro can't make better figures than Mattel, they're Hasbro fanboys. I mean, they're Mattel fanboys because it's the truth. Come on.
Anybody hanging out down there? So we're gonna wrap it up kind of early tonight, anyway.
Yeah, we got Mike Odom down there. I saw earlier.
What's up, Mike?
We got a person I think named Kid Amazo.
Kid Abaza.
I think that's
All right.
Cardell Kid.
Oh, is it?
Oh, see, yeah, I thought his name was Cardell Kid on here, but I was like, maybe it's not him. I didn't want to say the name. Got Cerrone Games.
I was just talking about Cardell a couple days ago with my girl. We was talking about his brother who apparently used to be roommates with Azealia Banks or some shit. Is this true? Can you confirm this, Cardell?
But you know how to find Cardi B. That's what I want to know.
She's from the Bronx.
She's so the perfect amount of ghetto.
No. Cardi B.
Someone's been leaking a lot of her videos, like when she was a stripper and sex tapes and whatnot.
Really?
Yeah, Cardi B.
Yeah, we had Shane Miller in here earlier. Shane Miller, the disappearing man.
Where you at, Shane?
Somebody's asking why do we think Marvel moved up Infinity War? I think that like somebody within Disney like leaked that it was because it was within the same month as Solo. And they didn't want to fuck up the Solo movie getting in.
I heard it was because of Deadpool.
Could be both, honestly. Could be both.
So they're both wrong. It's because Robert Downey Jr. asked for it on Twitter.
Because he's
just that easy, huh?
Yeah.
What had happened was
they moved it up a week, and then I heard that the Rock's movie, that Rampage bullshit, moved as well, or moved out of the way of Infinity War, or moved their shit up a week or something. I don't know, but that movie is absolutely going to get overshadowed by Infinity War, so they can forget about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't even bother.
That new Jumanji wasn't too bad though.
Was it?
The other
you
night.
saw it? He said I watched that the other night. That means you saw it in the bootleg, huh?
Well, I mean, don't look like a bootleg.
That's all that matters then. Fuck it.
Yeah, it is not better than the first one at all, but it's like a good like family movie. Like if you have kids, you could like throw that on.
Really?
It's doing Black Panther numbers. It's at 1 billion worldwide.
What?
Dang.
What
crazy.
is?
Look it up. The Rock never shuts up about it. Jumanji.
Really?
I mean, unless The Rock is lying, because we just crossed 1 billion. He made a big post about it.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
It must really be popular overseas. I mean, I know it did really well here, but I didn't know it did that well until he posted about it.
It's on Plex, Mike.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check that shit out.
Yeah, it's good. Like it's like a family movie. Like they said, kids will love it.
Yeah, my daughter was interested in seeing it, so I will check it out.
Nice. Does anybody have those huge naked turtles?
Dave does. Dave BX.
I need someone to convince me not to buy those.
you know what's funny? I was about to get one on a hookup, and I was going to open the floodgates. So I just said, nah, I can't store a fucking small child right now.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Gonna make your daughter jealous, man.
After Christmas, they had like buy one get one. It was buy one get one free, or buy one get one half off on all the all of like the 1/4 scale stuff.
What? Where was that?
Toys R Us,
yeah, Toys R Us.
Time out.
Yeah.
I never saw those in stores though. They had the big ass turtles in Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I've never
I can't remember. Was it buy one get one free, or buy one get one half off?
I think it was half off.
Yeah, it was something crazy. But I almost did. But I was like, man, then I have to get all 4, and then they're gonna come out with like the mini turtles for them, or they already did, like the baby.
I think they're on the horizon.
Yeah, according to Dave though, they look fucking amazing, and I mean, I've seen them in pictures. We've seen them in pictures and thought that they were fucking the movie. So
yeah, I don't know what I'd do with it though.
I've only ever seen those figures in FYE.
Pretty much, take them shits outside and a fucking
closet and shit.
and 2 dual strollers and shit.
Yeah.
Take him to your Schwab guy. Take him to the tax guy and ask him if you can write him off.
Right.
Plop him on the couch, put on Jumanji.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that's totally awesome.
Yeah. You need your own figure room to
For those,
invest in those. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your own.
You got to get them those Asian bunk beds.
Oh my God.
True person.
Please excuse our Uncle Rick.
No relation.
Uncle Rickus, dude. Like Uncle Ruckus.
Right.
No relation.
Eye popping out and everything.
Uncle Rick actually married into the A.C.B.A family, so
A job application.
Yeah, I remember when they first showed off those naked turtles, I was like, yeah, I'm really about to drop $500 on these, am I not? It's crazy. Unreal.
They're super impressive.
They're really good.
Have we heard anything about breakage with those?
Surprisingly not. Like everybody I've spoken to and like all the threads I've seen of those, like the QC has been actually pretty good on those.
I think it's because the plastic's too fucking thick.
Yeah, for real.
So
That's
big.
gotta be it.
Could be. Yeah, that makes sense.
They're Billy Harrington levels of thick.
Jesus Christ.
Unbreakable.
Oh my God.
Unbreakable diamond.
I think coincidentally the the pegs for the hands are actually pretty thin. Let me see if I just saw a picture of it like a second ago. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean we always see Billy fixing figures. I don't recall ever seeing him fix one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
One picture of like the guy, his leg snapped like at the hip.
Yeah.
That was a couple months ago when I seen that.
I guess they're not as thick as we thought.
And it was Billy fixing it?
No, he wasn't fixing it. It was just some random toy group asking people what he should do. Put it back in the fucking box and return it.
That's it. That's your only option, buddy.
Pretty much. NECA hit them with the "You're not our customer."
Yeah. Send him an email and then Randy will just stick your dick in the dirt.
Your Toys R Us is customer, right?
All of you are isolated incidents. All of you.
You think you could pay the buy one get one price and get the customer service? No way.
You didn't read the fine print on the coupon.
If you pay a buy one get one, I can't help you. So.
Could you imagine that if they shit on you like that? That would be hilarious.
So that's the only time you want to buy our products? No way we're helping you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta buy shit at full price to get customer service.
You know, shout out. I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but I seen the article of Toys R Us shutting down, and the next day I seen Fabio unloading all those NECA figures.
Oh shit!
Fabio selling NECA figures?
Nah, he ain't selling no NECA shit. Fabio's out here chasing his dreams.
He had a dream.
He's out here chasing his dreams. I hope when he makes it big, he doesn't forget about the small people.
All of you that made fun of me over NECA, huh? You think I'm going to give you a job as an extra on my sitcom now?
Pretty much. He's going to be out there high on coke and just forget about us.
On Sunset Boulevard, telling everybody that they're ants. You're all ants.
Butt naked.
I'm Fabio. I'm on the hit sitcom It's Fabio.
It's Fabio.
Yo, hilarious.
I'm Fabio-less. Okay.
Oh, no.
That's the catchphrase.
Hitting them Billy Harrington poses or what?
Yeah. He does very dramatic, almost leg-breaking poses, just like NECA.
Can I ask some photo combat questions or nah?
Sure, why not?
So so you guys aren't gonna put out the matchings until the slots are all full?
Yeah, of course. We can't do it until the slots are all full. Yeah.
You know, now that I open up the gate, I totally forgot all my questions.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He came in here getting ready to grill Boog, and now he's...
There's going to be an updated... there's a few like little errors on on the sheet too. So there'll be an updated sheet. It's not going to change anything dramatically where you got to change your game plan or anything like that, but just to update the errors. And I realized that it said that the point system was the original point system that we were using when the fan participation was a part of it. So it's 1 to 10 scaling on the points. So that'll change. But again, that's not going to affect anything that you've been preparing for right now. And the entry fee was the old entry fee on the sheet as well. I think that version was already updated, but it'll be one more just final sheet coming out. That's totally right. But other than that, you shouldn't have to worry. I mean, again, as soon as you pay your entry fee or somebody pays it for you, you get everything at the onset. So you'll have the dates and the themes, and you could really start mapping out your shit. Like, I mean, literally, if you wanted to, over a couple of weeks, you could shoot all of your stuff ahead of time and just have it done. So it shouldn't really matter if you going to be going on spring break or vacation or anything like that. You could actually just really map out your time, shoot one shot for each theme, and just be done with it and let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know, the best part about doing that too is that you could always, like, you know, you don't have to turn it in, obviously, so you can just look at what you have and just think like, man, you know what, I don't like it, let me do it again.
Right, yeah. So if you decide to do it again, then it is what it is. I mean, I guess after round 1, after you see how everybody's coming with this shit, you might be like, all right, you know what, I'll go back to the drawing board, or I'm comfortable with what I have, or whatever the case may be. But I say that, but I know that most of us in this shit are procrastinators like a motherfucker, and it really comes down to the last minute with a lot of this shit. But you know, you do have the option to do it the right way.
What about I've heard some people asking if you're gonna do loser brackets. I don't really know how that works, but like if you get eliminated, there's like you get matched up with other people who are eliminated.
Oh, like
or
the
something.
redemption, like last year.
There'll be some surprises.
We're gonna have a losers category, please.
What about like
the Weenie Hut Juniors prize, please?
Where you can win a pat on the back. I was talking to some other guys in chat about this, just like we were just bullshitting. But what do you think about like how, because there's a lot of podcasts going on, you know, like the whole Rich's whole network, Go Figure, Toy Migos, stuff like that. So what about like if a podcast wanted to sponsor someone like as type of a branding thing, like, oh, hey, you know, you want to enter, you don't, whatever. Well, what if we sponsor you and you rep our brand like during the tournament?
Oh, damn, this is another level.
Yeah, that's another level, but I don't see
like
anything
like NASCAR. You put your sticker on their back.
Right. Yeah, I don't see anything.
I
don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's interesting. I think that's an interesting aspect to it, another layer to it all. And you know, I'm always looking at shit on the larger scale and how things could kind of morph into something way more intense and really legitimize this thing. So yeah, that could be a huge development down. It's something that could be done right now. Sure, I'm not opposed to it. Yes, in short, but that's something that could be a huge development as these things kind of really take shape and competitive displaying becomes more of a mainstream thing, I guess you could say, because that's where, you know, I always say that that's where I'd like it to go, for it to be really, really intense, and for a huge sponsor pool to get involved. And like, you know, once it takes off like that, that's really all it takes, is for like major companies and shit to get involved, to see this and say, you know what, this is interesting, you know, this could be something cool. You know, somebody put the shit on TV, then it's over. We made it.
Cool. So I'm gonna be entering multiple times. I'm gonna be representing Triple C, Michael Whisman YouTube.
Right. You go ahead and burn yourself out in the qualifier with 7 different pictures.
It's the final round. Whisman versus Whisman.
Basically. Whisman.
I'll tell you one sponsor you're not gonna be seeing, and it's Randy. He ain't never gonna sponsor shit.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I mean, honestly, like, again, if it gets to where I'd like it to get, you be stupid to not fuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's promotion for your product, your brand, your whatever the case may be. So I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know,
it's not just promotion on a stupid level. It's promotion for what you sell.
right? Direct. Like, it's so direct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so like it's not you clicking on one of my videos on YouTube and the ad that plays before it is fucking some other shit that has nothing to do with toys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
imagine a person in this tournament just like, you know, having NECA sponsorship, and every round he does NECA, like that means something.
Yeah, that means something. Yeah, that'd be nuts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
they're playing
not
themselves,
even
man.
like not even clowning, like for real.
No, for real. No, all jokes
like,
aside.
NECA can sponsor like Fabio. Like he does NECA, like that Terminator shot from the World Tournament.
Yep.
That was dope.
They could say, hey, listen, you use our shit in every round. Like, let's
could have been you, Randy.
Let's see you do your thing. Let's see you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe even like send them early stuff. Like, hey, we have this early alien figure. Use it for the next round as promo.
Yep.
Yeah, like this alien figure comes out in 2 weeks. Use it now in your video.
Yeah.
Like that's some of the dopest marketing you could have. Like I don't know.
And that's part of the reason why I put up this post on Instagram this past week, just literally calling out people and saying, hey, listen, get involved. If you're a big name on Instagram, then, you know, come out, show what you got, show some of the free shit you've been getting from these companies and put it in a tournament and display and get out there and show improvement shit. You know, make us know that all of these likes that you're getting is real because of your talent and shit, you know? So
you gonna have Pepe out here repping A.C.B.A. using only cutout packs and flight stands?
Pretty much. Let her enter. So yeah, that's very interesting. That's a very interesting dynamic to this whole thing, and that's definitely where I'd like to see it.
You could be starting a revolution, Mike.
I know he knows where to send the royalties.
Dallas James, that's where the royalties
go. Here we
go.
go. Everything comes full circle. We talking about residual income, baby. Let's do it. Man, I like these little Shoto Dragon Ball Z figures.
Oh, dude, they're the shit.
Oh yeah.
And those are candy toys. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah, but they cool, man. They cool to fuck around with, you know. I only have Goku.
They're dope little decks.
Womp womp. You got like one of the worst ones.
What? Oh, that's funny.
The Broly is fucking awesome.
Is he?
Yeah, bro.
Super Boo and Go Tanks are really good.
Go Tanks and Super Boo are probably like the best ones in the line.
And I'm out here like, yeah, I'm the man, and I got the worst shit.
Yeah, man, I love this figure. Y'all like Marvel Legends, the First Claw? I'm messing with him right now. He's nice.
He's nice.
You like the alternate Rick walking out of Target with two Misty Knights.
That's funny because you know I keep a little setup in my office at work and shit. And one guy had came in there and he was like fucking like amazed by like the DC Collectibles Batman and Robin figure. He's like, whoa, like the articulation. I'm like, dude, this is not that great. There's shit that's like, you know, a lot better than this. It's cool. It's like, but yeah, they look just like. I'm like, yeah, the likeness to the source material is there, no question about it. But this is not the most innovative articulation scheme, bro. Like, there's other things out there. But he was fucking amazed.
Yeah, slide him the Boog A.C.B.A. card or what?
Yo, anybody that comes in I automatically put them on to Instagram at the very least. It's like so many people from IBM that's following the Instagram and looking at that shit. So yeah,
straight flexing.
No doubt. All right, let's take one final question and we're gonna get up out of here.
Make it a good one.
Even though we only took like one question so far.
We're slacking today, man.
I don't think people expected us to even really be on. We didn't do any promotion or anything like that. Is they like saving? People lost an hour. They trying to get that shit back. I don't know what's up.
We literally told everyone last week that we weren't coming on this week.
Pretty much, but I guess this will be cool for people to listen to.
Damn, how come every time I guest star, you always shit all over me?
Don't worry, no one is gonna be here next week.
Gonna be by himself.
Basically.
Oh.
Go home and be a family man, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch Jumanji again with my turtles.
Basically.
All I need in this life is me and my turtles.
Well, you know, that's more acceptable than having a sex doll on the couch watching Jumanji with you.
Hey man, that's the future.
That
Hey,
is-
so they have stores for that, or you got to order that shit online?
He's asking for a friend?
Asking for a friend.
I'm just like curious, like the process, like this motherfucker walking out with this big old doll like over his shoulder, like going into his car and like putting her seatbelt on and shit.
Nah, you would need a fucking like hand truck for that shit.
Yeah, I watched a documentary like a couple of years ago about that whole process, and they ship those things out in like 8-foot crates, like
Yeah,
big
like you about
box
to get a fucking like you
That's
about to
so
get an
sketchy.
RPG, like you about to get an RPG or some shit. That's how that shit is.
Like fucking like Short Circuits 2 when Johnny Five comes in that giant crate.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
exactly.
Exactly.
Fragile.
That's such a
Must
bust.
be French.
That's such a
You gotta-
bust. Everybody in the neighborhood is looking at you with this big old fucking sex pot crate.
Just got a Johnny 5. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't trip, dude.
From NECA.
NECA finally came through. 1-1
They came
skip.
through. They came through, and then
Alert John.
they unblocked John on everything. They unblocked him on everything.
We did it
Man,
for
we
you,
actually-
buddy.
We actually have a few good questions to end on.
Okay.
First question is, when are the BP cutouts coming up, and can we expect more exclusive cutouts for things like BP focused ones in the future?
All right. So cutouts is about to really amp things up. We are doing something that I've been trying to do for a minute, as far as switching up the process and making them way more cleaner and just better quality, and then also moving into the realm of effects and stuff as well. So that's one thing. But to answer your first question, the BP cutouts are pretty much ready to ship. It'll be another couple days before they start shipping out, and then there will be some running changes from this series that just came out, and then it'll be 2 more character specific or specifically themed cutout runs coming right behind that too. So yeah, to answer your question in short, within the next week, a few days, that those pre-orders will start shipping, and they'll be done, and then there'll be a little running change with some pretty cool additions in there coming right behind that, and then flight stands will be back within a month or so. They should be going into production in the next month, and then they'll be ready. And yeah, I'm excited for testing out the waters with some A.C.B.A effects and some different things. So look out for that. And we also going to be getting back into the putting more figures in the shop again this year too. We had to do a couple things, get some ducks in a row with that, and I'm interested for that. And yeah, that's it, I guess. What was the other question?
We have 2 more questions that I thought were good. One of them is, where are the Bullet Club inspired A.C.B.A shirts? You know how popular the Bullet Club is? I wear that shirt. Everyone's too sweeting me, bro.
Hell yeah.
Too sweet.
Getting a lot of Tilby trips or what?
It's funny. Peppy just mentioned that. She just said that we need to, spring is here. We definitely need to put up some shirts for order.
Oh yeah, man. We need a Bullet Club shirt, no question. Too sweet.
John P has been doing a lot of designs and working on a lot of stuff, so hopefully he'll have some new shit to put out there.
And the final question, I don't know if somebody asked it, because it's a good question, from Brian Carter. Says, do you have a certain goal for A.C.B.A, and if so, how far are you away from achieving that goal?
Well, sky's the limit, so I don't know if even whatever my wildest dream is, once I attain that, if that'll be so. I mean, but the idea at some point is to have things click into the point where I am not only that I'm not 9 to 5 anymore. That you know, this is pretty much my main job, and my main goal is to continue to spread the gospel of displaying and collecting this shit. So,
A.C.B.A.
and with that comes employing a bunch of people too. I want all of the people that been with me from the beginning, as far as just like admins and shit like that, to have a good footing and have a way to make bread as well. So like really what it's about is employing people. Once we get to the point where we employing a good amount of people and they're making money, then I'll feel very comfortable. I'll feel very good about that. So that's really what it is for me. It's about working with the people that have been working with me from the beginning and putting bread in their pockets. So that's the plan.
So if you want to support the brand, use checkout code A.C.B.A. when you purchase your sex doll.
Exactly.
Rush delivery.
A.C.B.A. Con.
If you find the A.C.B.A. tattoo, if you find the A.C.B.A. tattoo on your sex doll, then you win a free sex doll.
A second sex doll, absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
And not just that, but call within the next 5 minutes and we'll give you free body wipes.
Oh.
Michael's fucking groan. Jesus Christ. Oh. People need wipes, Michael.
You know,
Maybe if you're a quitter.
Damn.
on that note, we're going to get up out of here. Please come out and participate in Photo Combat Third Strike. I want to say thanks again to my man Pancheezey for putting together an extraordinary, phenomenal trailer that's got everybody hyped. And shout out to Rich from the Raw Live Network who did the promotional image.
Picture.
He had quite a few amazing pictures over this past week. Actually, he had a fire lit up under his ass. He came out like he had a fucking official rollout and shit. So he had the the promo picture, and then I saw he got featured on a couple of different IGs and got featured on ours, and then he just kept rolling out pictures and promoting his podcast and all that shit. So that worked out good. Shout out to him for doing a promotional image for us. He had that promotional image with Negan and Rick and these guys done for over a year, probably right now already. And then, you know, we still went back to that theme and used it for this year. And then Pete put together the trailer centered around some of that stuff. And yeah, so yeah, please come out, have fun, join up for Photo Combat. Only $13.75 USD. To get involved. And again, if you don't want to participate but you'd like to sponsor someone, please do so. You can send $13.75 USD to info.articulatedcomicbookart@gmail.com and just put friendship in the notes. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you're listening or viewing this now, and follow A.C.B.A. on Instagram, and follow everybody that we follow on Instagram. It's only probably like 300 accounts or something like that, but like all of those people are you know, right at the core of the movement, and they deserve a follow as well. And that's it for me. Y'all want to plug some shit? P, you got something going on?
Oh,
you stripping this week?
Possibly.
All
Just
right.
gotta check with my manager.
Getting the Cardi B on, huh?
As always, working on Posing and Easy. My YouTube is Pancheezey. My Instagram, I'm really doing a lot of stuff on my Instagram, especially regarding stories. So this weekend I documented my like entire building process of that throne, from designing it in the software we use, to routing it out on the CNC machine I use, to assembling, painting, and all that stuff, different materials I used. So my Instagram is Pancheezey, Pancheezey. Stop by, let me know what you think of the throne. He's super cool. And then I'm kind of toying around with the idea. I know Boog and I spoke about it earlier, about just making Posing and Easy like shorter, and I think I might debut that with a super short episode just solely about the throne, like a quick like 5-minute episode. and then that'll be it. It'll be super easy to put out, and then I'll just get a bunch of comments like, "Wow, Pancheezey's back. I thought it was dead. Can't wait." That's about it for me.
Check out my YouTube. We're over here, demonetized land. Mad Max out here.
Looking through the window.
Michael Jackson.
I gotta fight off Mike Odom reviewing everything he sees on the shelf.
I've been demonetized for a while as well, actually. So I'm not making any money, but
so this is how it feels when doves cry, huh?
Yeah.
Poncho's gonna hit the con circuit soon, doing the Pancheezey autographs.
Buy a shirt. Buy a poster.
Right next to Donkey Lips or what?
Right next to Donkey Lips.
You'd be at Virgil, Donkey Lips, and then Poncho.
Poncho's gonna have like pixelated box art for a DVD version of Posing Ain't Easy. Come with a signed headshot. It's gonna be great.
Just do the Billy. I'm VIP.
VIP. I got a booth here. Don't worry.
Talking to I'm VIP, and then you get in.
That's it. Real quick segue. When you were telling that story, Mike, I totally forgot, but I ordered a DVD from Tommy Wiseau, the guy who made The Room, and it came with a note written by Tommy Wiseau because that guy is dead ass just selling that shit out of his own warehouse and shipping all that stuff by himself.
Fuck yeah.
Listen, Pancho, you are not a bad person.
The first DVD I got.
Thanks for helping All American Boy from Narlings.
Yeah. I'm 28. I'm your age. Don't worry. Got it.
That's bullshit. I am Yankee Doodle.
Yeah, that's it for me. Anybody else want to plug anything?
Punker Mike, where are you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, punker_Mike. Got a YouTube channel called Punker Mike. Check it out. And then, come out to Photo Combat. Don't be scared. No excuse not to. If you don't have time, make time. I was doing World Championship tournament videos days before my wedding.
Oh, yeah. No excuses.
And you know what? A lot of people that have entered the competition for the first time have traditionally done very well for whatever reason.
Yeah, for sure.
You got. I don't know. I felt like, man, I got to step up. Like when I first did Photo Combat, it was like my first. I wasn't even in the A.C.B.A. group.
Right.
I didn't have a computer. I didn't have nothing. I just
have a shirt.
I didn't have any figures.
I didn't have shit. No, dude, I was like hella new.
For the first time in your life, being a virgin is gonna be good.
Pretty much. That's what it is.
I didn't even know. I thought I was still like, I never subscribed to anybody on YouTube because I was like, oh, I don't want to pay for this shit. I just want to subscribe, man. I'll just keep looking up John Connor and Boog because I don't want to have to pay him, man. I want to watch this shit for free.
Right.
My wife's like, yeah, that's not. She's my girlfriend at the time. She's like, that's not really how it works, but okay.
Damn.
I was a fucking caveman, dude. I was a fucking caveman. Didn't even have a cell phone.
Oh my god.
He was on the flip.
Actually, when you subscribe to someone's channel, you have to actually pay for that shit out the gate. That'd be crazy.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how technology works.
Patreon.
What are you doing, Mike? Oh, I'm just checking out the A.C.B.A. podcast.
To Mike's point, like, it's fun though. Like, you know, it's not just like, you know, it's definitely a task. It's definitely some work, but it's fun. It'll test your limits and make you learn things about yourself and your displaying ability that you didn't know previously. And it's a good opportunity for you to win some stuff throughout the competition. You do not have to be the Photo Combat champion to take home some very nice prizes. So
fabulous prizes.
Yeah, fabulous prizes. So
yes, it's fun. It's pushing yourself, man.
Right, and that's another point that Pep just made. It's not like you have to sit there and brainstorm for ideas. The themes are already laid out for you. All you got to do is figure out how to work, you know, around that theme and think outside the box. You don't want to tackle the themes like kind of like straight on. You want to think about whatever everybody else is going to do and try to, go in the opposite direction. And that portion of it is very fun as well. Just try to figure out how you can one up your opponent and how you can do something that you don't think anybody else is going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Subscribe to Punk Mike. Subscribe to Michael Whisman. Subscribe to Pancheezey. And go see Rick
At the Burger Barn.
You got anything going on? I know you're still pushing to get your channel where it's supposed to be, where you should be. Both of you guys got some very popular videos on YouTube that should have propelled you to where you're supposed to be, but I don't know why that doesn't work out like that sometimes. But Mike, you got what was that video that you what was that? Oh, the Cyclops video. I know that shit got a lot.
That's almost at 25,000.
Yeah. See?
Dude, I was looking at this one. It popped up. This guy that just hunts pops. Like the dude just goes to like Toys R Us and like all the spots and like vlog style. Dude, he's had like hundreds and thousands of reviews. He maybe put up 20 videos, and he's only been on YouTube for a year, and he's already got like mad subscribers. He's got like 500,000 views.
Yeah, he's getting bread.
Dude, can you believe that Funko Pops aren't dead yet?
Yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, I knew they're popular, but I didn't know they were that fucking popular, bro. Where people are watching, like everybody in the world's watching this damn video.
Yeah, definitely. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be
nutty.
I thought around this time the floor would be hit with it. I thought that we would start to see the decline.
How long was Beanie Babies run? How long was that?
At least 5 years.
Yeah, like 4 to 5 years.
All right. So
enough to where fucking McDonald's had Beanie Baby kids meal.
Oh hell yeah! It came with the Happy Meals and shit, or you could just buy it.
I guess
it came with a Happy Meal.
You're going on 4 or 5 years with Funko Pops, right? Or is it longer?
I have one Funko Pop that I bought a long time ago, and I looked it up last night after watching that video. It's worth $150.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the first ones, the Green Arrow, the comic book version, is an insane amount of money. Because it was in the first wave. And of course, the one that I bought, my first Funko, the only one that I really own from Marvel is Spider-Man. And of course, that one's been released like 1 million times, so mine's worthless.
Yeah, I got the Misfits Crimson Ghost, like their logo. Because he's the only pop that doesn't have like the soulless beady eyes. He's actually got like his eyes painted. Like, so that's pretty cool. I like Misfits, so, but not for $150. I think I'm just gonna sell it.
Hell yes, dude! I sold so many of my Funko Pops that I found out were worth money. Like, man, fuck Funko Pops, get them out of here. I mean, if they're worth money, you should just get rid of them now. Because I
was talking to my wife about that because I've done that with some of my Marvel Legends. Like, all that shit's worth $8. People are paying like $100 for that. I'll sell it. If someone's I'll put it up on eBay. If someone buys it, fuck.
Yeah. No question.
Hasbro's just gonna re-release it anyway.
Yeah, don't let somebody announce a re-release or the fad of Funko Pops to die, and then you're like, oh man, I remember when this Funko was worth $200, but I wanted to keep it because I really like Scott Pilgrim. Like, what? Get out of here!
You really remember it now. That information is burning your brain now.
Same thing with comic books. I was telling my wife that too. Like, there's some like have real sentimental value. No matter how much they get, I won't sell. But then some like, man, that's worth stupid money. Just fucking get rid of it.
Yeah, some stuff you gotta hold on to for a bit. But yeah, man, we getting out of here. Thanks to the two Mikes for hanging out.
Mike and Mike.
Mike and Mike.
Triple Mike podcast. We're still looking for that third mic.
What about Odom?
Mike Odom, Mike Wang. Yes, a lot of possibilities.
Quite a few mics, no question.
Mike Odom got eliminated when he kept saying Naruto.
Oh, no, get out of here.
In his interview.
The interview.
So Mike, you watch any anime? Yeah, Naruto.
I just binged the whole series of Naruto.
You guys like Naruto? It's pretty undercover, right?
With the audio off, obviously. Otherwise, you're going to say their name.
All right, we out of here, man. Photo Combat. The link is in the description below. Sign up for Photo Combat. We already under the last 40 slots remaining, so Let's make this happen. Let's get some sponsored slots to some of these international folks and some of the younger cats in the group. Let's make that happen. I'll be sponsoring a few people myself as well. And yeah, man, thank you guys for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Peace.